I love you. I love you, mama. I love you, mama. God bless you, mama. We celebrate you,
Hello. Welcome to my channel. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here. Again, my name is Rosemary Ewanga Dunoye, first daughter of Konye. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Today we are talking about narcissistic parenting, and because of what has been in the news, I chose to use this family and their story. Jackie Christie is famous basketball wife, and there's this show called The Basketball Wife. So you'll see why I brought her as a topic, because her daughter slapped her on live TV while the whole world was watching. So I thought it would be a perfect example to use their story so we all can navigate this. While we are at it, please call, order your cookie corn. You will not regret it. Please order your cookie corn today. +1 70826826827. +1 70826826827. God bless you. Thank you all so much. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Mom, for teaching me patience. Thank you, Mom, for teaching me resilience. Thank you, Mom, for teaching me love.
Precious Go, first in the house, you're welcome. Oh my God, Precious Go, welcome. It's been a while. Thank you for being here. I greet everybody. I thank you. I appreciate you. If you have a mother, come here. If you are a mother, come here. If you are a child, come here. If you are a daughter, stay here. If you are a son, come here. Because bottom line, we all came from a woman. We all have mothers. We will not be here without being birthed through a woman. So this show is for everybody, young and old. Because even through our mistakes, we can use our shared experience to take accountability, responsibility, bring about redemption, ask for forgiveness within our family members, and move on. So this show is a family show. Please, let's talk and watch. Talk and see how this can be of help to all of us. Thank you. And there was no better song to choose than Mother. This is a song that was written and directed by me. So thank you. There's not a better song than this to do a show like this. Because in everything, no matter what, no matter the disappointments, no matter the disagreements, no matter the fights, your mother is your joy and your love. So before you even started talking, where you could have that opportunity to start having disagreements, because yes, we are all sinners, and when we grow up and become adult, we start having opinions, and we think that we can have opinions about our family, our mothers, and fight with them. They brought us into this world. They nurtured us. They gave us an opportunity to come to life. Just for that, it's enough to find it in our heart to sometimes find a way to use a medium or to go directly and call and make it up. It's very important. Like I always say, if we can forgive total strangers, how about the woman who brought you into this world? So thank you all for being here. God bless you all. In the next 2 minutes, we'll go into this show. It's going to be a short show because I intend to do a show tomorrow that I must do. It's really important. It was not on the agenda. As you see, my next show I had already put out was for Sunday, but there's a show I must do tomorrow. Yes, I have to do that show tomorrow about a woman scorned. So that show is going to be tomorrow. So this show is going to be short. And not more than an hour and a half, and then we go on to, and we'll meet again tomorrow. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all who watched my last show. Oh my God, a lot of people that are not in my timeline from different communities that have watched those shows and saw my number and sent me a text. Thank you, and respected and appreciated my opinion about the wedding of marriage of Davido and his beloved wife, the family, and the comparison between them. That was never anything that we should do and talk about. Two beautiful couples, 4 children, who are young, early 30s and 20s, trying to navigate this thing called marriage and bringing in their A game with so much love and pride and vulnerability. And instead of celebrating them, a lot of us took to the street to bash and compare. So, but thank you all for appreciating my opinion. I really, really appreciate it, and for reaching out. Please continue to share that show. I myself shared that show into a lot of Nigerian pages and websites. I shared that show as soon as it was done. So again, I just want to thank you all for just reaching out and for and giving me your opinion. God bless you all. Thank you all for being here. It's something that I do not take for granted. I really, really appreciate. Sorry, guys. So just bear with me, please. Thank you. So thank everybody for being here. We're going to go into this show. No matter who's here, it don't matter. Precious goals. No problem. I will do the show and we're going to drop it. It's about the messaging, okay? People will come and watch later. So it don't matter. I always do my show and just drop them. And people would just think about people who do videos and drop. They just drop the video. So it's a live show. By His grace, they will come in as they're coming. If they don't, people will watch it later, as long as we continue to share it. Again, yes, you are the only one that is on the platform. There are few people behind watching that are not on the platform. And to those people, I thank them, because there are a lot of people who never come on this platform, but who support this show. Some don't know how to do profile, and they just like to remain anonymous, no matter the topic, just to maintain. They watch a lot and they support this channel from behind. So to all of you, I say thank you, and I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. So again, this show is about family. It is about love. It is about pain. It is about vengeance. It is about, and finally, it is about forgiveness and redemption, if anybody can find it in their heart. And it was this show of, maybe most of you don't know, Jackie Christie is a famous basketball wife, and there's this show, Basketball Wife, reality show, and I think she was married, and she's blessed with 2 children from that marriage. But before she went into that marriage, she has a daughter before getting into the marriage called Takari, sorry. Yes. And then in that marriage, she has her daughter Chantel. And so we're going to talk about this short show, dynamic of parenting, and how it really affects, because there are a lot of blended families now. That is the norm. It is so normal. It is so 2025, so 21st century, that there are a lot of blended families. There are a lot of people who meet their spouses having children already, or either the man, the woman, or both of them coming with children. And that is a very normal thing, when in those days, oh my God, it was like a taboo, all those things. People don't see that like any problem anymore. But the most important thing is, please, if you go into these marriages and you choose to marry a woman who have children, please, it is a package. You cannot separate it. Please be a parent to those children. Get involved. Don't stay on the sideline. Be a part of it, because you knew that woman had children. You as a woman, you knew that man had children. Go in there with love. Support these children. Parent them like you parent them as a unit, as one family. Life is too short. The fun is, we go out there, we treat other people's children nicely, we treat other people nicely, but when it comes to our family members, the person you say you love, you are not able to fully love their children. Yet you took a vow. You promised to love them with all you have. And at the end, what do? You go in there and you don't practice what you went in there. And as soon as you get that license or that marriage certificate, it's a whole different ball game. You become aloof, you become different, you start treating the children wrongly, discriminating the children in the house, playing games, even in food, feeding, in clothing, in everything that you do, you choose, you treat the children differently, I beg. When we do things like that, children start growing up resenting one another and end up resenting you, fighting with you, arguing with you. And that should not happen. So I've really taken this time. People saw this show was supposed to be since the 3rd of August, but other things kept coming on. And I'm glad that I did not do this show at that time. It was God that made me not to do the show at that time. Because through this process, I've done a lot of studies on this family, went and got their books, read their book, and see where this family dynamic went fractured. It is such a shame, but celebrities God made them so that we can use their life to examine ours, because there are a lot of people, a lot of silent, quiet families who are going through exactly the same thing. But because they are not on media, they choose to be private, they're embarrassed, they don't talk about it. Sometimes they don't even know how to navigate it. Families live their life. Kwara, go to, there's death in the family without no resolution, no peace of mind. And before we know it, it becomes, people hand over generational wealth, and then we end up handing over generational hate, generational pain, generational shame from one generation to another, because nobody broke that cycle. Nobody made that decision to break that cycle, to be a bigger person, to say, you know what, I am not going to play this game. I've seen how it hurt me and my mother. I've seen how it hurt me and my father. If you think that you are fighting your mom now, you're fighting your dad now, and you people are doing all kinds of things, and you think that you are bragging about it, I can never reconcile, I can never give them a chance. Let me tell you one thing. You're hurting yourself, because it's going to transcend to your children. I don't care how much you love your children. I don't care how much you have to take precaution. Psychologically, in the back of your head, that thing will transcend. Even if you try your best to be a better mother because you criticize your mom, when you never found a resolution to forgive her, to talk over and embrace and be in a place where you can at least respect one another, one of your children or grandchildren is going to pick that behavior from your mother. So no matter how you say, I don't want to be my mom, your children, one of them will be your mom. And it will pass down to generations and generations and generations. So please, I am begging you people, it should not come to that. Your child should not be your enemy. Your mom should not be your enemy. Your dad should not be your enemy. Your children should not be your enemy. People fight. Why is it that it is so easy for us to forgive strangers? People you don't even know. People you have never met. People you just meet on air, virtually, you just know them virtually. And they have done worse to you than your parents, but you forgive them. And then you jump on the ship, you attend their events, you are hugging, kissing, showing love in front of the world. But your parents' silent opportunity to open doors for a relationship, your daughter's silent opportunity to open doors for reconciliation. You people say, I cannot do it. I can't. But when it's in front of the media, oh my God, you want to show a face. I forgive you, yeah. You can forgive like that in a moment in front of the media because you want the world to think you're a good person. But behind, your relatives, your family members, the people that you know the most, the people that you eat with, slept with, have a bond with, have bloodline with, you refuse to forgive them because it's not in front of the camera. You are not trying to get anybody to like you because you're a forgiving person. We have come to see what the media has become. That most people who come on the media and say, I forgive you, it was all a lie. They never meant it. They are playing all that for the camera. They are playing all that to build a character that does not exist. We have seen it. They're basically building a character that does not exist, and we are there supporting it, watching it, embracing it, encouraging it, But at last, we never knew that it was all a charade. It was all a game. Because if you truly say you are forgiving somebody, then you have to be with them. If you say you forgive somebody, you cannot turn around and start betraying them. When you people have no personal fights, you cannot turn around and sell them because you saw money. You cannot turn around and say, oh, because me and this person now, we're in a good space, I've come to know them. Maybe I know a little bit of their secret. If anybody comes to you, oh my God, I got information that I can use from them to make money. You never meant it. So who are we lying to? So you see, so not everything should be on camera, and not because it's done on camera means that it is the right thing. Because now we have seen that a lot of people use the camera but to cloud chase. It never came from their heart. That is why in a minute they'll tell you, I am so sorry. They cry, I forgive you, I forgive you. And then it just takes somebody throwing them money, granite, and they turn against you because they never meant it. They never meant it. So, my dear, camera, just because somebody say they forgive you in front of camera, all those is a farce, it's a facade. If you can do that to people, please remember, real forgiveness is not, or apology is not for the world to see. It should come from your heart, and you should mean it. So please, let's embrace our parents. Let's embrace our loved ones. Let's learn to have that spirit of forgiveness in us. Just give me a second here. Let's learn to have that spirit of forgiveness inside us. Let's not just do it because it's the camera. Let's not just do it because it's for views. Let's do it because you mean it. That's why if you don't intend or mean, oh my God, sorry. That's why if you don't really love somebody or you don't really mean to forgive somebody, you don't have to say it. Don't do it, because forgiveness is for you. Apology is for you. It's not for the other person. So if you don't mean it, don't do it. Don't do it. If you are playing, don't play with things like that. Please. So again, we're going to keep talking on this. And I just pray, please share this show that as we are going along, we learn from something from what I'm saying. If you have an idea or you want to call in, please, you can call, but not now. Let me go into this show. So in starting the show, you saw that Chantel slapped her mom. What really I've been trying to follow up, and to see her come on and is trying to give an excuse. Oh, that's because, yes, her mother has a show called, and she's a prime on that show. It's like she's the face of that show, Basketball Wife. And she and her mother have fallen out. They were not in a good place, but at least they have been in a place where they have come to a place where they can say hi once in a while. That is why if you have not healed, please don't bring your relationship with your parents to the public in front of the camera. Because there is no reason that, it means you people just pretended to say hello because you want to come on camera. And remember, when the camera is turned on, because you want people to pay you more, you want to make money off it, you're going to do outrageous things. And the reason you do outrageous things is because you never healed. Because you guys in private never sat down as daughter and mother and talked about why you are angry, why you are pained. Address it, embrace it. And if you choose that you don't trust your mom or your daughter, it's on you. But at least be civil to be able to get up in the morning and greet one another. At least you people have come to a place where you have laid everything on the table and there's no bitterness inside you because you've talked it out. Because remember, dialoguing is the first step of healing. Whether you are in front of a therapist or not, just you people having that courage to sit down and having that conversation is healing to you, is healing to your mother, is healing to your daughter. So psychologically, if you people choose to go on the air, because you people have already sat down, there will not be this kind of outburst. But the point that she was trying to make is that because they were in a space where they respect one another right now, she had moved out of the city and lives in another state, and it was her mom and the producers, her mom, who reached out to her and said, this is an opportunity for you to make some money. He said, but she's married. Her husband takes good care of her. They're doing fine. Come and make an extra money. Come on the show as a guest. Let's talk. And she said, she claims, she alleges that she told her mom that because she has a child from a previous marriage, relationship, not marriage, before she met her husband. And at this time, she had had a baby. She was 9 months into having a baby with her present, or with her husband right now. And the clause that she told her mom was that I'll come on the show, but please, there's one thing I would not like to discuss, because it's a reality show. Can we not talk about my ex? I'm a married woman now, so I don't want to talk about my ex-husband and the relationship and the daughter, the child that we had before. So I would not like this to be part of the show. So that was the condition that she came on the show. So when she came now on the show, unbeknownst to her, that was what the mother brought up, immediately asking her about her ex. And she's married now. She had moved on, married, changed cities, had a baby 9 months into this before they called her to come on this show. And that is what triggered. My dear, I understand. Yeah, there was a breach. She said she had this conversation with her mom and the producers, but her mom brought it up. She said she was frozen on that chair. She didn't know what to do, because normally they film. They don't do it live. They film and then they'll cut the clips and bring them live. So she does not know. Now she has done this, if this is going to come on live. And that is what brought her to lose her mind and slapped her mom on live. My dear, I accept your mom did wrong. Your mom renegade on a promise that you made before you came on that show. Since the show was not live, thank God, what you should have done was, after that show, have a conversation with your mother, tell her she disappointed you, that's not what you agreed on, and because of that, tell them that that clip must never come on live, that you will make sure that they must put it in writing. Make sure they put a clause. Say, because we agreed on this before, I want you to put it in writing that that part of this video that was done will never go on any live show. That the ball was in your court. You understand? There was no reason to. Slapping your mom was not the answer. Did not make anything better. What it did was to mar you, show you in a terrible light. I don't care how bad a mom your mom was, what she did, you should not have slapped her. That is a place that none of us as children should go. But to my greatest chagrin and surprise, and when I was watching your interview, you came out again and said, oh, this is a different time. Like I didn't see no remorse. I didn't see no apology. I didn't see no taking back what you did to your mother and saying, oh my God, Mom, I am sorry that I was pushed. There's no excuse for it. Instead, you are saying that, oh, your mother was raised in a different generation where parents, it was that when a parent is speaking, the child should not speak, when only the parent's opinion count. So, but your generation now, you are 32 years old, you are not a child. In your generation now, it's not like that. You are setting a stage to telling young people that it is okay. JP Lovers 2025, welcome. It is okay to slap their parents. That because your generation don't want to be like your mom's generation, it is okay that when you are talking, you slap people, you beat people. You must show you have a right. Your generation. So do you think that to protest against your parents is to slap them? To not want to listen to your parents or to disagree with their point of view is to slap them because this is a different 21st century. It can never work. There are just certain things you don't do. We did not make the law. It came with the 10 commandments. It was not man who made it. God, who gave all of us life, including you, made that in the law to honor and respect thy parents. There is a reason for that. It was no man who said that should not be done. But the common sense is that this woman birthed you. And I see you are using your grandmother. You love your grandmother, and I see a lot of children always do that when they don't get along with their mother. They manipulate and use their grandmother as the person who loved them. But have you gone to check the history? Of course, that's what grandparents are supposed to do. Grandparents splurge and destroy children. That's why if you are capable and able, it's not good to leave your children with your grandmother for too long, because they will become something else, because they use all the mistakes that they made on you. Sometimes it's out of guilt, and they use your children to make it up. And in doing that, they end up destroying your children because they overdo it. They don't know when the boundary is between discipline and raising their children. So grandchildren, that's why they should come for weekend. They should come for a few times. Grandma comes for a month, 2 months, but not to live, because they live with you. They destroy your children. Support picking a great from Great Support, welcome. So please, I am begging you people, don't take that analogy. My grandmother was the one who mothered me because you were not present, but you forgot. If you go to this woman's life, Christi's life, if you go to her life, you found out that her mother dropped her off in a foster home. Just imagine growing up knowing that your mother did not want you, just wanted to go her own life, did not want to make sacrifices that other parents made, complain that life is too hard, and drop you at the foster home. You know what it means for somebody to be raised in a foster home? Foster home, so many children. You can move from one location to another, no stability. So you can only look at that and you see where your mother came from, and see why she herself could not be a good mother, because nobody parented her. So that same grandmother that you're praising and using it to rub on your mother's face was the same grandmother who dropped your mother in a foster home when in her prime, when she was supposed to parent her. And the fact that your mother, years later, forgave her mother, who's your grandmother. How did your grandmother come into your life? Because your mother, who went through that pain of separation, forgave her own mother and brought her home, and is taking very good care of her. She has a good life because her mother forgave her. So you using that mother now to throw it on your mother's face is manipulation. And that is what a lot of young people do. A lot of young people do that. So it's always good to look at the history before you judge somebody when it comes to this thing of trying to say, oh, my mom was not there for me. Your mom had a terrible upbringing. Do you know what it means to know that your mother just took you one day, dump you in a foster home and walk away from your life? For her to grow up to go look for this woman and give her another chance. And if she did not give her another chance, your grandma would not have been in your life. So your grandma is only in your life because your mother was not selfish, did not cut her off, did not say, no, because of what you did to me, I don't trust you to be in my children's life. And that's a good thing that she did for her mom, because it gave her mom an opportunity for what she missed out in raising her to be able to pour that love into you. But the point is that she overdid it, and now you are using it thinking that, oh, your grandma loves you more than your mother. No, it does not mean she loves you more than your mother. It is the guilt that she had in her that she is using now, that she used to raise you, to gift you, to go above and beyond. She's trying to make up for the mistakes she made in not being in your mom's life. And she used that to raise you. And your mom still goes through that scar, through that pain. And that's why you always say, oh, but she was more. And that's the mistake that some women make. She was more into her husband. Never, every game, she never missed her husband's game. She was all in everything the husband was doing in his public life, and she was not present as a mother. How could she when she did? Nobody mothered her. So you can see that it was a cycle. It's a vicious cycle where if you don't take care of it, it's going to be destroyed. So in sense, because they could afford it, married to a basketball star who had money, they had that luxury to hire people to be taking care of you people as they are traveling from one city to another playing ball. So you see how it affected. So, but still in that, all of us still have to learn that being in love with your husband, being in a marriage and choosing to have children should be a package. You cannot separate one from another. So please, if you make that decision to want to marry and have children, you must sacrifice. You must make that balance your work life and your family life. You cannot just focus on your husband, show love, following him to every arena in the country, and then leave babysitters to raise your children. You end up with things like this, children coming in so angry, so hurt, and don't knowing where to draw the line. Not knowing when to draw the line. So please, I say this to say, please, if your mother has hurt you, your father has hurt you, find a common ground. Don't think that because, oh, you come from a different generation, you have a right to slap your mother. Oh, I come from a different generation, I have a right. We are not from your generation where they say a child cannot talk. We must talk, and we must insult you, and we must call you names. My dear, don't do it. What you do with your friends, you cannot bring it to your mother and your father. That's a line, and we did not make that rule. It came with the 10 Commandments. It's one of the laws of the land. Whether you are black, white, Hispanic, whatever, brown people, dark people, whatever, and in between, it was the law of the land to respect our mother and father. Disagreements are going to happen. Why is it easy for you to forgive total strangers? But when it comes to your parents, it is no, I cannot do it. If you have your parents, you already know their character. If you have a mother who you know that runs her mouth, too bad she's your mother. You did not choose to come through her, but that is life. Then you choose to know what you discuss with her. If you know you have a mother who has a leaky mouth, who's a gossip, who does not keep secret, then you deal with her. When you call your mom, talk about the weather. Oh, the weather. Oh, the children. Oh, how was your day at work? Oh, mommy, how was this? You don't talk about your friends. You don't talk about personal stuff. You don't talk about your personal life if you don't want it to be out. It's about boundaries. It's about knowing one another. It's about understanding one another and knowing what we choose to discuss with them. It's just like having friends. You have relationships, you have friends for different reasons. That is why you can have 5 people you relate to. But all 5 of them that you talk to, not all of them know. You don't discuss everything with every 5 of them because you already know your friends' characters. So you know what, if I'm talking to A, I know that, A is somebody who's very private, very conservative, more mature, understands, very spiritual. You tell them things that you need if he has to go for prayers. So if you know the other person that this one runs their mouth a lot, that thing that you told that person that is spiritual, who's prayerful, who's conservative, you don't tell them to that person who runs their mouth, but you love that person. So you have the kind of thing that you discuss with them. You don't tell them your things that you know that you don't want it out there. So you can still have that kind of relationship if you have that kind of parent, but it does not mean you have to cut off your parent. It does not mean you have to be insulting your parents, because guess what? How come you can tolerate your friends and their bad manners and their habits and know what to discuss with them, but you can't do it to your own parents who brought you into this world? Please, our parents, that is a line that you do not cross. Don't ever lift up your hand to hit your parent. And if they ever lift up their hands to hit you as an adult child, they have crossed boundaries. They should not do that. My advice to you, I beg, don't retaliate by slapping them back. Walk away. Life na head, welcome. Walk away. You be that bigger person. You be that bigger person. You be that person that can teach them by your behavior. Walk away. If you walk away and you need time, that's you. It's better. Say, I don't want to talk to you for now. I need my time. I need my space. Don't touch their parents. And don't hit them. Don't spank them. Don't walk you away. Let the burden be theirs to carry, because they will be the one to have to sort you out and tell you they are sorry. Please don't ever beat your parents. And please, as we are going into any relationship, because I'm looking at it, I'm wondering, where's the father in all of this? Please, parents, fathers, don't see your children fighting with their mother and you just stay quiet. Because what you are basically doing, you are making your children to choose sides. And You see, when it comes to a point where a daughter can slap their parents, it's because one person stood by all the time and let only one person do the parenting. And because only one person is doing the parenting, that's why I tell you people that parenting is not money. It's not how much you spend. It's not how much you provide it to. That money don't mean nothing. Money does not raise a child. It's you giving up, sacrificing, being involved. Because if you are involved in raising your child, if you are involved that's why you people must work together, support one another when you are making decisions that comes to include to discipline your child. If you stay aloof, what you're essentially doing is making your children growing up thinking that, oh, the person that is doing the disciplining does not love them. It's a bad person. Oh, my dad, oh, I love my dad because my dad never said that. My dad never, just because your dad never said or had an opinion should bother you. Because that is why you are where you are. Just because your mom never had an opinion, it was your dad doing the discipline, should bother you. So you, as couples, please, discipline should be between both parents so that children don't use it to manipulate you people. Paula Zumba Gossip TV, welcome. So your children don't use it to manipulate you people. If you people play that thing to stay aloof while one person is disciplining the child, your children will use it to manipulate you. It means their manipulation is working. You people should be in the same sphere where if a child did something wrong and one parent is disciplining them, please join there and tell them they are wrong. Even if you have to go and correct your partner in the back, if you realize the mother or father was wrong, take them to the bedroom and then calm them down. Say, where Papa, where Mama, you went too far now. Look at this way. But in front of that child, join your wife. Join your husband. Join your wife, join your husband in doing that discipline. Please, so that you are not, so that your children don't use you people. So your children don't use you people, manipulate you people, and play games. Because where is the father in all this? And the father and mother are still married. How come she slapped your wife and she's making rounds on TV justifying it because, oh, that she's not going to be like those times. These are new times where in their parents' time, it was your mother, everything they say was correct. Everything they did was correct. But now when it came to you, to this, she's making rounds and celebrating you, the father. It's not good. You should have called her. You should have sat there, invited her over and tell her the truth. And she's claiming that even her father knew, her husband knew that she had told her mom, yes, I'm coming on the show, but I don't want you to say anything about my ex or the child that we had together. Yes, your mother has crossed the bridge. She had made a mistake. Or maybe she manipulated you, because a lot of people who are on we do all this vlogging and being on TV or for views, we don't realize the repercussions. Some of us, and that's why I always tell everybody, we take this thing too seriously. You cannot, like me, if I have a show that I'm doing, I say, Tolu, come and do the show with me. If Tolu say, Mommy, please don't tell, which she has never said that to me, but if she tells me, because the topic will always come is to celebrate her, her milestone of a birthday, or my birthday. But if she ever come on my show, coming and say, Mommy, please don't talk about my private life, or if she choose to start dating and say, Mommy, please don't talk about my dating here. Don't ask me anything about my dating. I must respect it. I'm not going to think that, let me sleep on my bed. That is, if I talk about that now, oh my God, it's going to bring a lot of people. They will be sharing it. People will want to come watch. What have I done to my daughter? I've basically thrown her under the bus and disrespected her. We should never and should not take this thing of views and forget our families. We must respect that boundary just because of views. And you've already have that conversation with your daughter. Don't discuss this as I come on the show. And then She comes and you went there. That was not wise. That was not smart, mother, Christy. That was wrong. You have your cast members. That's what you do with your cast members. Your daughter only came on the show because you called her and brought her in to be part of it. Say, come and make some money and be a guest. But you blindsided her. If what she's saying is the truth, that she had that conversation with you, you blindsided your daughter. You knew that if you ask, it's going to bring more views and it's going to bring more people to come and watch and make you people more money. You knew it. You did it. It was wrong. As a parent, when we have children and they have become adult, even our younger children, teenagers, will respect their opinion when they tell us, Mommy, I don't want this. So how come you have your daughter, she's a married woman with child, and then you turn around and you ask her something about her ex and the daughter that they have, and she had warned you, she don't want to talk about that. You crossed the line. But that did not mean that she had the right to slap you. She went overboard. She should not have done that, because the fact is that the show was not live. It was being taped. It's something that's going to be sent on air later. All she had to do was cut, make your point, tell them to stop filming right now, and then tell them, sign with them. If this ever goes on the air, you're suing them because you had already agreed with them that this was not going to be part of this show. So sign and make it close so that it never goes out. But slapping your mother, it was not the way to go. Yes, it was not the way to go. Yes, so let's learn to respect our children when, and when they're adults. Let's rent. And then the worst part now is the daughter now when I form a clique with those women on the show, I think they're about a cast of 8 who are her mother's enemies. Now she's friends with them until I hear her saying that, oh, this person was the only person who supported me. Dummy, you are 32 years old. She's supporting you because she's your mother's enemy. And you are there celebrating her. Oh, why people saying that I should not stand with this person? Oh, she's the one supporting me. She's the one that stands with me. She is not supporting you because she cares. She's not supporting you because she loves you. She's a mother and a woman. You think that if her daughter slaps her, she's going to be happy? Any woman who sees a daughter slapping her mother for whatever reason and calls you and tells you did the right thing, she does not like you. She is just happy that you disgrace your mom. That is not liking. Where does she know you from? They don't care. They are using that to build themselves to get ratings. Oh my God, oh my God. How can somebody who is your mother's enemy support you for beating your mother or for slapping your mother, and you are celebrating and thanking them and telling them, oh, you appreciate them because they stood by you? They don't like you. They don't know you from nowhere. That is what we talk about. Anybody who's aligning with you because you share the same like enemies does not like you. And what's of your mother? And what's of your mother? Anybody who stands with you to and tell you, oh, insult your mother, knock her, cause she fine. It's not a good thing. Anybody who stands with you and say, insult your daughter, use my platform, hush them fine. No. They don't care about you and your daughter. What they care about is that the more you are talking, the more they are cashing in. The more you are opening your mouth, the more, because any responsible person who has a platform and you're coming there to fight your mother or to fight your daughter, and they are clapping and giving you the audience, is because as the more you are talking, the more they are cashing in. It's not because they care about you people. That is just the truth. Because anybody who loves you will protect you, will say, no, not here. Don't talk about your daughter. I beg you. More talk about something else. But they are giving you that forum because they are cashing in. They have nothing to lose. They love the train wreck because they know that the media feeds on negativity. The media feeds on pain. The media feeds on insults. So don't be that person that you be thinking that you're calling. Any platform that allows you, whether you are a daughter, whether you are a mother, whether you are a son, whether you are a father, to call into their show and disgrace and insult your mother and insult them and bring their business to the street, or your daughter insult their mother and bring their business to the street, they don't have your interests. They are not your friends. They are allowing it because the more you insult, the more they get views. It is about them growing their channel, using you to grow. As you humiliate yourself, they're watching that train wreck. So you can be insulting your mother, insulting your daughter, insulting your father, insulting your son, and they are there cashing in. And you're there thinking that, oh, these people care about you. These people don't care nothing about you. Anybody who loves you and care about you will not be feeding off your pain. They will not want to feed off your pain. That is why I tell you, Chantel, stop making rounds on TV and celebrating your mother's enemies and thinking that you are with them because at least they support me, they are with me. How can they support you for slapping your mother? Nobody, no woman. Those women have children. I bet some of them do. Those are not young girls. Those are women. Most of them are about 40 years old. Trust me. If their daughter did that to them and anybody standing with their daughter, they will cut those people off. Even if those people were not their enemies before, they will make those people their enemies. And rightfully so. Because if they are coming into their daughter's life, not to advise them, to tell them this is wrong, you should never do that. Are you kidding me? They do not have your best interests. Mothers, learn. Daughters, learn. There is a way to disagree without disgracing yourselves. It is okay, yes, to be pained. It is okay to feel betrayed by your mother or your daughter if the facts are there. But my dear, slapping on one another with the hand, no, you don't beat your child. You don't slap your child, and your child has no right to slap you. It does not mean that words that they say are not weapons. That is why you should be careful how you call on air to be insulting one another, because those words too are the same like beating. That is why I say anybody who allow you to use their platform to call on their show to weaponize your mother or weaponize your daughter is part of the problem. And they don't care. Why? Because they are cashing in. So be wise before you take your dirty linen and put it in public and sell it in public. If you people really think that you have a problem and you want to use it to educate, because God has given you limelight and a platform and you choose to educate people, then there's a way you do it. You come in together, agree to come and sit down and tell people that this is a journey that you've been on with your mother, and pray and beg for people to pray for you people. Ask if they can look for support for you people. If they can look, that show can look for therapy for you people, can get help for you people, can advise you people. Both of you agreed to sit down for an interview so that you can seek help, or you can use it to help the masses so they don't go through the pain you people are going through. That is okay. But calling on shows to denigrate one another, put down one another, go on a show and slap one another and no. There's no place for that. There's no place as hell for that. And that should not be happening and should not be embraced. So people, I just pray and hope that, I was going to come just put this short show. Like I said, I have a show tomorrow. Please, let's sit and talk about that show, because it's a woman's con. And then I have a show on Sunday, but we'll talk about a woman's con tomorrow. This show was something that I had, when I saw it, we see a lot of people who go through it, like we say, but fortunately or unfortunately, these were people who are on the limelight doing the same thing that the person who don't have no money, the person who's struggling, the person who's living paycheck to paycheck, the person who's living in a 2x4 square, the person who's living in a big home, is to show us that everything that people go through, it has nothing to do with money. So let's not ever sit and look, because this is somebody who has Jackie Christie is living well, good home, she has forgiven her mother, is living in a big, bought her mother a beautiful home and everything, forgave her for putting her in a foster care when she was young. That's a great thing that she came to that place, give her an opportunity to be part of her grandchildren's life. And now the grandchildren her own daughter is using it to throw it in her face to make it a competition thing. That's a place that you don't go. No, no. But it is to show us that whether you have money or you are broke, these are things that from behind the scenes, all families have disagreement at one point or another. It is how you handle it that matters. That is why you don't sit and see people and you are envying their life. You don't realize that you, who may not have that money, you have the best peace. You are living in peace. Your mother or father may not have money, but the love and respect you pour for one another cannot be compared with those people. See the pain that they have. Look the shame that they carry. Look at their backstories. So don't ever sit and look at your life and compare it and wish it to be like anybody else, because God made us all unique, beautiful in our own right, in our own space. Yes, we should all strive for progress, for growth, for love. It's the right thing to do. But remember one thing, don't ever sit and wish that, oh my God, I wish I was like this person. Don't do that. But there's nothing wrong with wanting the best for you and your family. You know, this my topic has been on the internet for, I put this poster up for a while. So somebody came and sent it. I did not even realize it. Oh, my God, that I think 2 or 3 people wrote to me when they saw this. And then one person came and wrote to me. I just want to, they saw my, I always put my phone number on my shows. So they came and wrote, somebody left this for me and said, somebody left this for me. He said, well, I just saw your title for your show, and as a mother whose daughter once attacked me, I know reconciliation is possible. It took accountability, forgiveness, and compassion from both of us. And today, me and my beautiful daughter are in a very, very good place. I mean, somebody just saw that topic and came and left that message for me. I saw that yesterday. And then somebody left this. Yes, okay. Somebody left this one. I feel Chantel, which is that daughter who slapped her mother, left me this message. It said, I feel Chantel is jealous that Jackie and Takari is, like I told you, Jackie had a daughter before she married this basketball star, Christy, who is Chantel's father. So she had a daughter before. So she said, I feel Chantel is jealous that Jackie and Takari are getting along now and have made up a mother and daughter. So you see the family dynamics. This same mother who was the basketball wife had a child before marrying this man, and they had fallen out for over. So when I heard this, I went now and did a research. They fell out for 5 years. They did not talk. But the mother woke up one day, picked up the phone, called her first daughter, and apologized to her. And I always say that somebody must be the bigger person. So I'm glad this mother did. It did not matter. I did not follow even to know what happened that they were not talking. But she took the phone, called her daughter up 5 years after the silence, and they made up. And this her daughter now has 3 children, but she has not seen the children yet. I beg, Mama, you people have made up now for almost a year. That was the first thing you should do. Find time, travel, go see, or pay them ticket to come down. What is reconciliation without knowing your family, without knowing your grandchildren? These are things that are very important. People take all these things for granted. But these are things that you don't, like I say, you don't want. We're looking for generational wealth, but we forget to know that we're casting generational hate, just generational pain and shame on our generation and our children. If we don't know if you sleep tomorrow, you wake up. So please, the more you prolong things like this, the more you are keeping pain and this type of recycled garbage in your family, because you know, you don't want to deal with this. You must go and deal with the root of stuff. Saying you apologize and you make up and you're talking to your daughter is not enough. bring the grandchildren, spend time with them, get to know your grandchildren, and let them know you, and pick up the phone and say, I want to talk to grandma, I want to greet my grandma. So I just thought, so that's why I read this and I was like, oh my God. And then the one that broke me was waking up this morning and seeing this on my timeline that they sent to me because of this title. Let me send you this one. She said, hello, asking for a friend news. I just came across your channel and saw this thing you're going to talk about, this show. I may be at work, but I'll watch it later. But I thought I had to share my story with you. He said, I had hatred for my mom in my early 20s and throughout my 30s. We were not close at all because I couldn't stand her nasty attitude until one day in my 40s, my mom was not talking about my grandmother, who I love dearly, and she was telling me that she didn't believe her mother loved her like she did the rest of her sisters. My mother went on to say my grandmother never told her she loved her. My grandmother never expressed love or loved her. She never had a birthday party, nothing, never was celebrated. It wasn't until then that I realized that my mother just didn't know how to love me because she was never shown love herself by her mom. This can be a vicious cycle between mothers and daughters. As the only daughter and the oldest child, I had to break that cycle of emotional abuse between the both of us and amongst my siblings. Fast forward, I am 52 now, and she is 72. Imagine she had that in her 20s. And I love her more than anything, and she loves me the same. I had to stop blaming my mom for all the pain she caused me in my childhood. I had to forgive her and realize she was doing the best she knew how. Once my attitude changed towards my mom, our relationship over time grew stronger, better, and more loving towards each other. I say this because sometimes as daughters, we don't know what our mothers have been through in life because they don't talk about their past. Hurt people hurt people. I know Jackie loves her daughter, but there is a disconnect somewhere in their relationship. Give it time, their relationship will get a lot better, like what I experienced with my mother after. But it took us having a conversation, and it took me realizing the pain and the way she grew up. How could she have given me love when she was never shown love? But I'm glad we're at a better place. I wish the best for this family. And that is what we are talking about. How far to all the Judy Edochie's fans, pain or a choke? Do not disturb, don't bring whistle. Do not disturb. Do you know, because I was preparing for this show so much and I really wanted to bring so much insight into this show. I saw something like that, but I have to go and follow up. Please, don't worry. I have this show tomorrow, A Woman's Corn. So all things being equal, now they will die, all things be equal, would they inside here? So again, thank you. Yes, so I saw that, a hint of that. So I am following up. When I finish the show, I'm going to follow that story to incorporate to that show, A Woman's Corn. Yes, hello, amen. You're welcome. Thank you. So please, again, if you are just joining us, this is a short show, and I want to keep it short because I want this message to go through for you to watch the show from beginning to end and digest the fact of this show, because that is my core intention, is to bring you true human stories, feelings, and the things that they are going through, so that you can be able to look into yourself, into your family, or you know somebody who's going through this. Please share this video. You never know who this may help. Pain is real. Pain is personal. Families do fight, but it is how we fight that matters. Let's not fight in a way that we can never take it back. Words are weapons. Let's not use words that even when we go to say you are sorry, it is hard for somebody to take it back, especially when it comes to your parents. The way the word you utter to your mother, or the word you utter to your daughter because you were angry. So even in fighting, please fight smart. Just because you're pain don't mean that you blur out, because words just come out, because there are words that you will say that you can never take back. That can even be worse than that slap that you slap your mom. There are things you should never say to your mother. I've seen people call their mama Arakwa. You say you call your mother Arakwa. What are you? Where did you come from? And you think that tomorrow you go to want to take those words, your mother, it will be just so easy for her to let go. Just like a mother, those are the words you don't tell your daughter, your Arakwa. It's not right. There are things you just don't say to one another because you have a discord, because you have a misunderstanding, because you're arguing with your parent, you're arguing with your mother, you're arguing with your father. There are things you don't say just because you are privileged to that information. Please, words are weapons. Be careful how you fight with your family. Please. So right now, if anybody wants to call, they can call. But as you are calling, please, like I say, hey, anybody who looks at this cookie corn and you want to try it, you want to order it, please, again, 1708268267, 1708268267. Thank you all so much. Order it, and in 3 days, 2 days is on your doorstep. Orders are only within United States, please. You know how it is because of shipping. Even now, the shipping now is so horrible. But by His grace, I know it's gonna get better. But please, so order within. And remember, even though you live out of United States, you can still surprise a loved one who live in United States and order for it to be shipped to their address, and they will get it in 48 hours, 36 hours. Please call me +1 708 268 2687. And then please don't forget this I only love our sister has wonderful cabas. More beautiful ones have come in, and I know I will get those pictures so I can put them up for you. It's perfect for the season. It's perfect for the weather. Please call her at 410-953-9277, 410-953-9277, and order your swagalicious, marvelous cabas. These are so easy, to wear. You can dress. The one thing I like about cabas, you can dress them up and dress them down. For family events, meetings, cultural meetings, and just stopping by the neighbor's house or visit. You dress it up depending on where you are going. So again, like our topic today, please, is narcissistic parenting. Let's parent in yes, we all agree it's a different time. We cannot use the style that our parents raised us to raise or parent our children right now. But the one thing I know for sure, which is the truth, is that respect is earned, not given. Respect is something that we must earn it, and we must realize that our children are our legacy in one format, and what we put in them is what we are going to get out. Sometimes, though, you do your best, some children just come out the way they are. So please, always remember to assert yourself, as not to lose yourself to your work, to your history, and forget to raise your children. Don't remember that money is here. It's not going to run. Don't chase money to the point that you assert yourself, and then at the end you lose yourself to your work and forget to nurture your children. Let there be a balance. Bring a balance where you make time for your children and you make time for work. It's very, very important, because dignity is not negotiable. That is one thing you should know about life. Very, very important. Please. So some people will make that excuse. Oh, that's because I'm under so much pressure. I'm under some. No. Be very careful, because one thing you should know is that pressure does not create. Being under pressure does not create character. It reveals it. And that is just the truth. So that excuse cannot work, because it's when you are under pressure, how you conduct yourself, how you carry yourself reveals who you really are. Just because you're under pressure don't mean you just lift your hand and slap your mother. Just because you're under pressure doesn't mean you just say anything that comes out of your mouth. Because you're fighting with your mother or your daughter or father and son, you just say the words. No, because you are under pressure and you can hold back the things that come out of your mouth is what reveals the real you and who you are. So please, being under pressure does not create character. It reveals it. Please. Because we should all remember that we all have a duty to grow, to build, because as we are building and we are growing, our children are watching. As we are building and protecting, means that we are putting things in place respectfully. And in doing this, we are building and allowing our children to see us as those models who are intentional in doing things because we want them to grow into their own and becoming their own, knowing that we laid a foundation for them, even if it hurts. Respect is not imposed by position or money. Respect is earned by example and maintained by the courage not to give it up, no matter what it costs. So let's love our children, encourage them, stand with them, stand by them. But be their friend, but there must be a boundary. There must be a line they cannot cross. And there must be a line we should not cross. We must respect our children and their opinion. And when your grown child tells you, Mommy, please don't be talking about my business to your friends. Don't talk about this on your show, about my personal life. Please, let's respect it. All that money and views that we are going to make from talking about our family or our children and their personal life, is it worth it? Is it worth losing your child, losing a family, breaking up a family structure because you chose money over the privacy of your child or your children and their choice and their choices, and them respecting you enough to tell you that, Mommy, please, this is mine. This is my story to tell, not yours. Please respect it. Let me see this thing that Sopo Pikin said here. Words will always be remembered, especially in times of the least misunderstanding. Absolutely. But it is being under pressure that reveals your real character. There's no excuse. Oh, now because of stress, I've been so angry. Now I talk. No. That's an excuse for people. That's an excuse for blackmailers. That's an excuse for people who have no, don't respect boundaries. That's an excuse for people who want to put out things and pretend that they were angry, pretend that I lost it. No, because being stressed or under pressure is not an excuse to be rude. It's not an excuse to insult. It's not your mother, your father. It's not an excuse to pick up your hands and slap your mother because I told you not to say this or not to ask this question. Yes, she asked the question that she promised not to. What you do? You cut that. You leave that set right then. You walk off the set and you make them put it in writing. If I find this content on media, I'm suing you people. It's your right, because they already agreed that they were not going to do it. So if they did that to you, it's your right to go far and say, you know what, if I find this content on air, when you decide to put this episode out, I'm suing. Trust me, no network will not respect that. They will respect it. So you have a right to that. But slapping your mother because she crossed that line is a no. You can never win from that. And let me tell you, anybody who tells you, come and say, and and for you to as a 32-year-old woman to be pretending that, oh, but my mother, her classmates are supporting me. You watch her show, you know who are her enemies in that show. So her enemies are supporting you, and you think that is because they care about you. Remember, your mother's enemies have children. They will not stand by if their children slap them. They will not support anybody who supports their children for slapping them. Remember that. So they are not doing it because they love you. They are not doing it because they care. They are doing it to dig at your mother, to cause her more pain and trauma. And that really hurts me, because I've seen families who fight, who get angry, who fight. But if they see anybody from outside fighting that same person in their family they are fighting, they go after that person. They tell them, but it's like, yeah, I have a right to fight my mother or my father, or for us to argue. It does not give you the right to come and disrespect them. Instead, you're supposed to stand and fight them. Say, get out of here, get out of this. It does not concern you. That is what a responsible and loving child does. You don't stand with them. You tell them to bud out. It's none of their business. You don't bring them in, and you don't go on shows and celebrate them and thank them for standing by you. It's a disgrace. So people, this is where we're going to end this show for today. Like I said, it was going to be a short show. I thank you, because we have a show tomorrow, a woman's con. Come one, come all. Let's watch that show together. So I'm going to have that show tomorrow morning. Again, I just want to appreciate you all. Thank everybody for coming. And please share this show. Love is one. Mother is gold. Let's not mess with our mothers, please. And yes, people fight, people argue, but the most important thing is this. Please remember this. The most important thing is this. It is how you handle it that makes you a mature person, a good person. It is how you look back on your mistakes and say, you know what, oh my God, I went too far. I should not have done it. Not making excuses, not saying, oh, my mother's time was different. We are different generation. This is how we handle things. No, you cannot be putting out that message to people, to young people, as a 32-year-old woman, that no, this is how we handle things in our generation. You know, parents are not always right. Yes, parents are not always right. It's good to put out that message. Yes, but to stand by the fact that you slap your mom and you did not take responsibility, not once, to apologize that, oh my God, I lost it. Oh my God, I slapped my mother. I should never have done that. No matter what happened, I overstepped my boundaries, and I am sorry for that behavior. Please, young people, don't copy what I did. It's not right. That is the position you should take, not trying to justify it and saying that, oh, it's a different time and this is how you people do your own stuff. No, because I know a lot of 32-year-olds. I know a lot of 33, 40-year-olds, and they would never, no matter how angry they are with their parents, they will never lift up their hands and slap their mom. And worse off, you slapped your mom in front of everybody, including her bosses, at her job. Lord have mercy. May God help we all. Yes. Thank you. Yes, because her castmates don't like the fact that your mother is the face of that channel. So she has enemies already. And then those enemies are supporting you, telling you did the right thing, and you are going on shows, even trying to bring them out. Like trying to hive them and thank them for supporting you. Come on, Massa. Come on. Let me tell you, your mother can pray on your head. You catch you. Those people, they pray on your head, nothing will happen. They don't have nothing to lose. So they are feeding on that to make views. And they are using you and you don't see it. Be very wise, people. Like I say, as I'm ending this show, anybody who sees you fighting with your child, or a child fighting with their mother, a grown-up woman, child, daughter or son fighting with their parents, or parents fighting with their children, and they let you come there and insult them, they are not doing it for you. They are enjoying it only because it is bringing them, they're cashing out, they're using it to grow their channel and for people to find them and make views. They do not have one interest in what you are doing. They don't care. They don't care about your emotional state. They don't care about your pain. They don't care nothing. All they care is that I'm making money of it. I'm cashing out. I'm going to get new subscribers. People are going to find this channel because they'll see the title, Mother and Daughter Fighting. That is all they care about. They don't care about you. People who care about you will instead bring you for a sit down and you have a dialogue and then get help, so you can get help for you people, and you people can use your story to educate other people about your journey and how the pain it cost you people and how you people have come to a realization and you make peace. But not people who are instead encouraging you people to keep using their channels to call, insult one another, insult one and denigrate one another, talk about each other's secret and personal life. Hell no, those people don't like you. So this is where we end for today. Thank you all so much. God bless you. Again, my channel number is +1 708 2687. We have Zelle and Cash App. Please, if you want to support this channel, you can use this +1 708 268 2687. If you like the things that we are doing, the work that we are doing, the conversations that we are having, please support this channel. And God will bless you too. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll see you again tomorrow. A Woman's Corner coming on tomorrow. Love you all. God bless you all. Just go into this weekend, go into today, knowing that, you know, nothing is permanent. Nothing is that bad. You can still be a good person, a better person. And your mistakes should not define you. Everybody has made them. Nobody is perfect. Okay? Hello.
Hello, Mommy.
Hello, Mama. Hey, thank God. I know we don't touch them. No, yes, are they on?
Okay. You know what,
No. Are they on?
Okay, yes, Mommy, great topic.
Thank you.
Seriously, from everything you've discussed, there's a lot going on among those people or in their family.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you know, having children with different fathers
Mm-hmm.
is already a problem in most families,
Mm-hmm.
because very few mothers are able to bring up those kids without discriminating.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult to discriminate. Sometimes you don't want to discriminate, but you come to realize that there's this particular person has this attitude that is so nice that you cannot just hold yourself. So there's a lot of discrimination.
Thank you for bringing this one.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then secondly, the mother also is she I think it's somebody who just wants power. She's like, she said,
she does
controlling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And she fails to know to recognize her boundaries. Yes, if she had a conversation with her daughter that they should keep off her ex, she was supposed to respect that.
Absolutely.
She wasn't supposed to come and talk about it. But you know how those kind of parents are, where they've always been in control. She just wanted to talk about it, knowing that it's in front of the camera and the daughter was going to answer.
And you forget to know that she's married to another man now. No, you don't want to be talking about their relationship with your ex. The man to be watching. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be you should have been sensitive to have her needs.
Yes. But the mother, being that controlling, she already knew that she was going to talk about it, though she accepted to her that she wasn't. And if someone had told her that it would have ended that way, she would not have talked about it. And with her slapping her daughter, that was a no-no. And even the
no, it's the daughter that slapped the mother.
Wait.
Yes.
It's like a retaliation.
Yes, because she was angry that the mother asked that question. Now she slapped the mama. Yes, go watch the show from the beginning. I know you enter a little late. Yes.
Jesus, no.
She gives some slap her face turn so. Please shake.
Mommy, I feel my face up pink. I be feeling like mommy first slap you before you slap him, mommy. So no.
And this is a black family, yeah.
That's why I was commenting that at least the mother would anyway, that is done an extremely poor attitude.
Yes.
That's
a suicide, yes.
Yes, she would have ignored
in action.
She would have said, I'm not comfortable talking about this.
That's behavioral suicide.
She would have just walked out of the show.
Thank you. That's what I said. It was your right to walk out. Because if she has walked out, we will still give them that rating. You see what I'm saying?
Then we now come to the point that do not disturb set under that the mom and her other child stopped communicating for 5 years.
For 5 years.
So she's jealous. That is just a simple truth.
Yes.
It's just that jealousy.
But that person sent that message to me.
What really pushed her? It was a mere question. You were not forced to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You were not. You would have just ignored the question or wrap it up or walk out of the show, not to slap your mother. That different things you would have done, not slapping her mother. No, that particular one, I don't know. So
yes.
For background.
Thank you.
That was wrong.
Absolutely. And thank you so much. That's so every time you call, I see you always bring insights, because it made me to remember now that. Thank you for talking about that and bringing that insight, and for you to understand that she was the one who slapped the mother, and then to understand that her first sister, where the mother had her, she's very dark shade. And then if you look on my thumbnail, you see she and her sister is dark shade, she is light skin, and the mother, from the way they do the show, the mother raised them to make her feel like, because she was light skinned, she was more superior or had more opportunities than her dark skinned sister. So that thing brought a wedge even between the sisters. Moving forward, the sister fell out with the mother because of all this pain and all these dynamics, family dynamics, and using the children, pitching them against each other. Finally, she was the mother who, after 5 years without communicating with her first daughter, Takira, she reached out now to the daughter, and the daughter was able to forgive the mother. But the children, she has not seen her 3 children yet. Can you imagine? And she has all this money. Buy these people ticket to come and see you. But anyway, so that's what this person wrote now. That's why it gave me insight to go follow a story. And I went and found that story. So she is, and I saw this Takira. Pleasant, that her first sister. Pleasant, very humble, very mature. Even the way she talks, you could tell that don't want to even talk bad about her mom. They are in a good place. They are forgiving. The mother reached out and she forgave her mother. And that's how it's supposed to be. Humility pays. That people should learn from this. The fact that she was angry with her mother had really pained her. But her mother picked up the phone one day and apologized to her for all the mess, and that they should be back as a family. She did not object. She forgave her mother, and she's in a very good place with her mother. So it is the fact that this sister is angry now because they've made up, and that is the truth. Hello?
Yes, mommy, at least I don't calm down small. No, the thing really vexed me because
yes. Correct.
You can slap a mother in public. It means you can do every other thing.
And then to be and then the fact that she's justifying it now, saying that in a different era, that one don't vex me past everything. She has not even taken responsibility. So the children now, they are not like the children from before. Now children don't have to be quiet. We speak when the parents are speaking. No, you slap your mom.
Even if you want to speak, but don't use
makes sense.
That's the boundary you're not supposed to cross.
Absolutely.
So children are one even talk now say, you look at some of those parents, like the discrimination that the mom had to do among the two of them, favoring this one, the one who slapped her. Sometimes when I look at it, also depends on how the parents are. It's either that her own father was richer than the one she left, than her ex.
Yes, and guess what? I just watched that picture of this girl talking about her own father, right? And because I had to go follow it now. She said something that was very revealing, very open-minded. He said she's so thankful her mother and her father. Say God made her, because of the time that she disconnected with her mother for those 5 years. She got to know her father. You understand?
Yes.
And her father and the mother are 2 toxic people. That's why they should never have been together. So you never know how the man be in a relationship, because they are 2 the same people. It means they are controlling people. You understand?
Yes. Because if you say, as if break up with him, I mean, so for that time, it go for corner, papa to do one short and attitude like.
That's what she said. So they are the same people.
Condemn them. I mean, some people want.
She said they are the same people. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
So the other new girl, when I slap him, I mean, if you want to look at so, papa became money. So you want to see, I mean, the control, the mommy they show more love because you know what you gain from the girl on papa.
Absolutely.
Or if you either be to say, it is so the girl is slap, the mommy be get some kind of privileges, or you know, a lot of things that they when it comes to this picking them for different papa them. But I don't want to talk seriously. As mothers, no matter what, this are the facts we know. Yes, the other way papa give money, the way papa give money, or the way papa love you more, or this, you know, the advantages the way they get them from it. Try so much for hide them. Before the way even the picking the one discover and it been I say my job by chance, may not do it openly. Because I've seen a mother, mommy, before I used to deny saying my man no go born a pikin he hate them, but I don't see them. 2 cases.
No, I don't see them too.
Nobody say yes.
Wonderful witchcraft.
Why? For the 2 cases, one point doing at the same point, the people they hate are all women, and the reason why they hate them because they been named after their papa and mommy.
Jesus.
So the papa they overshow them extra, you know, the kind of thing love all the babies. They want to my mommy.
I get you.
Love. They become the way that mommy.
It trigger that one. It trigger you now for jealous.
The mommy be jealous.
They own pikin.
Small. If the mommy be biting for their siblings, they any bad for them.
Jesus.
The least mistake they make and the mommy go beat them. They go cause them. So the papa now be dropping down like mommy and papa for them. And we it be wrong.
Absolutely.
If you as a wife or as a mother, you just can't say your husband they show more love for this kid. Talk to him. So they do as something as they do intentionally. Or even they do intentionally, try for making me understand the other people they feel. But when I make us some siblings, they even get hatred towards a particular one. Because they say, you the papa, they favor this. So you this mother, you better already bring up that picture. The people already go up for this survival mode, like with all without my mother's love. Okay, if it already find itself.
Absolutely.
Then the other one, as if you were showing love, you show support, it might give that power. It give that power for do some kind things because these 2 ways happen, my mission like 2 ways just happened. One time, maybe you don't do it for back or you know it insult my mission verbally.
Yes, absolutely. No. Because we do the way me say it do it mommy for front well.
Yes, and if you want to answer because wait, you one you don't get that power. Then number 2, in the way you as a mother be the gainer from your papa. So all those kind of things, the way the influence and the meant to Andrew talking as a parent. Stop discrimination among your children. It will not just bring hatred among you and the others, but among the siblings.
You don't just finish it too. I want to end the show with God bless you.
Okay, Mom.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And that's what I really wanted to end the show with, because their parents, especially these mothers, because you have this child with a different man, you have this other sibling with a different man, you pitch them against each other. Some people do that. Where you don't want the other one to even have a conversation with the other one. You don't want the other child to have the to be close to the other child. That is wickedness and witchcraft. How do you 2 children when come up for your own belly? You know what made them be in peace. So you want to live this world, leaving your children at limbo? You don't want peace. You don't want unity in your own family. How can you be the one person when are you to destroy your own children? How can you be that person that destroys your own children and your family by leaving them apart? Just because they have different fathers, you don't want them to have a relationship with one another. I've seen siblings who call their mother, please, can I have the number to my brother? Because that maybe the brother or the sister, their house na minor. So they are still living with you. And the other ones don't leave home. Because you people have misunderstanding. But or you people are talking, but you don't really that close to your daughter or your son, the other son. They are looking for to have a relationship with their sibling. You refuse to do it. That is a no. That is a no. How can you refuse to give just because that child is maybe 15 and they have their own phone number? So, but now you pay them, their children and their big sister or their big brother, they ask for their sibling in number. Please, can you give me my sister's number? You deny. You don't want them to have no relationship. What are you teaching your children? How are you raising your children not to have a relationship? But they have friends that they have relationship with who have their phone numbers, but you don't want their siblings to have relationship with them. That is not right. You cannot get blessings like that. You cannot have your own. You are the one as an adult who made decisions to have children with different men. It is unfair for you not to want those children to be together or to be in unity or to be each other's friend or to have conversation with each other. It's not right. So you want them to look for each other only after you are gone? What kind of wickedness is that? Please. Because I keep telling us, our legacy is not what we live while we are gone. It's what we do when we are living. Showing your children unity is part of your legacy. Showing your children how to love one another is part of your legacy. Showing your children how to live with one another, even when you disagree, is part of your legacy. Those are the things the memories that you're creating for them and for them to remember you by, that they will use for your eulogy, to talk about this beautiful, wonderful mother who, no matter what, brought us together, raised us together, show us love, show us to love one another. But if you're showing your children hate, what do you want your legacy to be about? What do you think your eulogy would be? That they will come there and tell lies and make up stories about you when it's not the truth? Please, I beg of us, I beg. Life is too fragile. Let's try to hold that glass and mend it, because once broken, it's hard to put the pieces together. Please. The girl with the vibes, you're welcome. Please, please, please. Say she would have just walked away rather than portraying such an act in front of the world and even justifying it. And the fact is that she's still going around making rounds of interviews and justifying it. I've never heard her taking responsibility. Say, I'm sorry, I slapped my mother. Young people out there, I'm 32 years old. None of you should try it because I'm ashamed of what I did. That is what taking responsibility is. It makes me, it's so painful to watch her not be able to accept it, but instead to say that, our time, this is a different time. So you are trying to validate that is a good behavior for the young people of our time. If you disagree, hit. What are you saying? If you disagree with your girlfriend, slap them. If you disagree with your husband, slap them. You disagree with your sister, slap them. You disagree with your mother, slap them. That is the best way to handle disagreements. So please bring your kids together. Bringing your kids together is part of your legacy. Legacy is not after you are dead. It's the things you do while you're alive. That is your legacy. So please, 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 I am asking and begging, please, share this video. Share this video. It's really, really important. We all are still learning, and we're going to keep learning. We're going to keep talking, because the enemy may not be outside. The enemy may be only us in our own children's life, in our own family's life. The enemy may be us because of the way we conduct ourselves, the way we carry ourselves, the things that come out of our words, our choice of words and actions. Please, may become the silent war that may destroy our children while we are gone. Because the enemy always sees only the damage, but not the destruction that it caused. Let's open our eyes and look through the window into our own souls and see what we can do to fix it. Please, because you cannot erase humiliation with half guilt. Love without respect is a disguised abuse. Don't deceive yourself. And remember that aging with dignity is more valuable than any inheritance that is left. So please, let's hold ourselves accountable, bring our children together, nurture and grow our family, and lead by example, and let our words and actions reflect who we are. Please join me again on Sunday. I have another show. You saw the guy who was Para in Cameroon, Mr. Abigley Martin, who was Kwara, who left here to go home. Look at him celebrating, saying that, any man with 237 no be place or be, you are lying at the best place. And then to leave there and go to his house and was Kwara, they shot him dead inside his own living room. That's the show I'm doing on Sunday. So tomorrow is a woman's con. Join me on Sunday for that live show story about our own very brother who left here. Session means Sacred Heart, ex-student of Sacred Heart College, went home, left his beautiful wife and 3 beautiful daughters here, not knowing that that was the last time he was seeing them. And let's talk about this thing that has plagued our community, our own people, and what we are doing to each other and one another, and see, because talking is the only way to fix it. And we have to say the bitter truth out. It don't matter who it pertains to. We must address these things, because the Bamenda that I know was a very peaceful city, a city that I grew up in, where you slept and left the door. My childhood memories, you forget the door open, you had no court because nobody will come in. Neighbors watch out for neighbors. People watch out. Now, enemies, your neighbor is your enemy. You don't even know who's your neighbor. your own family will be the first person to sell you out because they want to make money. Everybody hiding behind a process and doing things. It's just a disgrace. So this Bamenda people, hardworking people, but the kind of thing that is coming out of Bamenda now is such a disgrace. So that's what I'm talking about on Sunday. So join me on that show. But tomorrow we are doing a woman's con, and I thank all of you for your participation. Please share this show. God bless you all. Thank you all for your perspectives. Small Pikin, thank you for the chorus. Great insight. I greet everybody and everybody who showed up under here. And for those who are going to watch this on live, Small Pikin, thank you. The girl with the vibes, Zumba. Let me see here. I don't know if I can see anybody anymore that was here. Paula Zumba and Gossip TV, thank you. God bless you. Amen. Thank you. JP Love, Lover 2025, Life Nap Ahead, Precious Go, anybody, and those who watch from behind, I celebrate you. Amen. Thank you. Please share. And I'll see you tomorrow on a woman's con. God bless you all. Bye, everybody. Thank you.